Hey guys, it's Kelsey, and I'm here with the telephone game YouTube Hop for the Secret Net Secret Kit Club. This is a super exciting game that we played our last scrap party, and everyone wanted to do it again. So this is Laura Albert's layout. If you have not seen it, or the first layout of our team, make sure you go back to Sunday and watch all of those videos. This is a super fun game where basically it's like telephone. So someone creates a layout, the next person scrap lifts that, sends it to the next person, that person scrap lifts that, sends it to the next person. Nobody knows what the previous layouts were other than the one right before them. So it's really cool to see how the layout and the design transforms as it gets passed to all of these different people. I will link my group in the description. There are a few other teams doing this as well if you want to check everybody out. I love this game. It is so much fun. So Sandie Reverski is the first person in our team. I will link her below. Make sure you check her out. She started off our specific team's layout design, and then Laura Alberts got it yesterday. If you haven't seen hers, make sure you check it out. And this layout is based off of what she has given me, which is super, super cute. I started off with the color scheme as well as the design. So she had this kind of light blue mat behind her photo, and her background paper was a really sweet yellow. And I am using One Canoe 2. I found this at Tuesday mornings and got super, super excited. So I snagged it. This is Saturday afternoon. I also have the Goldenrod 6x6 paper pad, so I'm going to try and use both of those together. So I am just getting my background down. This is pretty literal from her sketch, and then the colors kind of deviate from there, but I really try and stay true to the design as much as I can. I am working with one photo and Laura had two, so that's going to deviate a little bit, but I'm going to try and keep the same design principles. So basically her layout had a whole bunch of staggered strips going down the background behind two photos. So that's kind of what I'm working with. I'm thinking I'm going to use the 6x6 paper pad for all of those little strips. This is a photo of me the second day in Hawaii. This is right before we left for our trail ride. I just got a little selfie of me with my coffee on the beach. And I decided I was going to mat it in this pink. Laura also matted her photos in pink and white. So again, I'm trying to be literal with the colors. That wasn't really I mean, I guess you could do literal colors as well, but it's really the design that we're trying to copy and scrap lift. But I really liked what she started with, so I just continued with that. It looks super different by the end, but I figured it's not broke, don't, you know, fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that matted. You'll see I did gut that ice cream cone. Oh my gosh, guys, forgot what that was called. Out of that 4x6 photo mat cut apart. I'm going to fussy cut that and get that on this page later on as well, but I didn't see the point of wasting it just because I wanted to use that piece as my photo mat, so I saved it. But I love the colors in both of these collections. I thought they went really well together until I tried to put them together, and then I fought a little bit. So it takes me a minute to figure out which papers I end up working with. This goldenrod, if you look at the icons, it is very summery. There's popsicles and all of that going on, but the colors are very autumnal to me. So it was weird. Saturday afternoon is very, very summery, and this one is very, very autumnal, but the icons are both summer, so I tried to use them together. Not sure if I was successful or not, but I love these pattern papers together, so I'm making it work. I love how all these patterns look staggered, so I'm just trying to see how it looks together. I'm kind of trying to fill in this area to the left because I know Laura has two photos in hers, so I'm kind of trying to build out from there to represent that second photo. I'm cutting a few banners from the cut apart sheet from the 6x6 paper pad. I love this Squeeze the Day lemon. I think that is so cute. And then there's this little banner I cut for my journaling. So I layered those two things together, and then I found another cut apart from the 12x12 pack. The colors went really well, and I figured I could use that instead of a second photo, use this pocket card to base all of my embellishment on top of. So now I'm trying to get these staggered strips together in the background so I can get things glued down and move forward a little bit. I didn't want to do my embellishment before I got this background done. So now I'm just fighting with all these different colors and patterns to figure out what order I like them in, which colors I like together. You see I'm going back to her photo as my reference. You can see I zoomed in there on kind of how she did her strips because I really like the way she did it. I'm just trying to make it work from a page. So I settle on this popsicle, this green with a little floral and this pink with a green and white floral, and I really like the way those three work together, so I decided I would just back it up to just using those three. There you see I fussy cut that little pineapple cone. Pineapple cone, you guys, it's an ice cream cone. What is wrong with me today? I had another scrap of a doily, so I'm going to throw that behind there as well. But I love using this pocket card as just a basis for embellishment instead of that second photo. So I'm really excited to see the person behind me, what they end up doing, if they go back to using that as a second photo or if they go forward thinking that was supposed to be an embellishment cluster. It's really what I love about these telephone games, is you just don't know which way it's going to go or what you started with. So I haven't seen anybody's layouts, anybody's process videos at the point of me filming this, doing my voiceover, so I'm finding out along with you guys this week as we go through each day and everyone posting what they did based off of the person before then. So super fun. This week's gonna be awesome when it comes around, so I'm really excited. But I'm gonna go ahead and start getting these things glued down. I decided to stagger mine a little bit. I really like the interest that adds having all those different corners and edges. So I'm just trying to get all of this placed, but I really like the way that Laura had her photos overlapped and staggered a little bit, so I'm trying to kind of flow with that design. I love these little sunglasses paper tube. I end up going back to this other green. I figured with the popsicles, I kind of already had that summary icon. I didn't need the sunglasses as well. I love this plaid too. Oh my gosh, I love this plaid. And it matches the shirt I'm wearing, not the gray shirt, but the plaid shirt I'm wearing over this gray tank top in the photo perfectly. But it doesn't make it on here. But I got really excited how well it matched. You guys ever like wear clothes because you know you have pattern paper that matches it? I didn't do that this time. But I did notice after the fact that it matched really well. It made me really excited. Getting this green piece down. Just building my column of strips, so this just takes me a minute. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He's decided to run up and down the stairs like a lunatic. I just want to repeat these patterns as well, so I'm trying to get all three of these pattern papers on the top and the bottom. I do end up going back and adding another green strip to the top as well, just because it felt a little bare after I added the green on the bottom. The top area looked naked without it, so I did go back and kind of balance that more. I think I'm gutting because I love these papers. But I'm going to go ahead and commit and glue all of this stuff down so I can start building. Now my dog is drinking water, if you can hear that. I am sorry. But I'm going to gut this big chunk going behind all these layers because I love One Canoe too, you guys. I love it, and we don't have very much of it in my area, so when Tuesday Mornings had it, I snagged it, and I'm going to be gutting everything. So I'm just going to patch that hole with a scrap of black paper so that I can glue this column down to something, and we'll get going from there. I have my acrylic nails back again because this is after my Minnesota trip, and my family, the girls in my family at least, like getting our nails done before a vacation. So I'm having issues peeling the backing off of my double-sided tape, so that took me a second. But anyways, I got it done. So I'm going to layer this up how I had it. I really like that doily with the cone and these two little pieces. And now I'm trying to also think about my title as well, because Laura has her title, and I realized I didn't really mention, I kind of flipped her layout when I scrap lifted because I'm facing in the opposite direction. I wanted to be looking into the page, so that's why I did kind of shift this whole column from the left side where she had it over to the right side. But I am also trying to think about my title. She has the title up under that photo that's more in the middle of the page, so I'm kind of thinking that's where I'm going to build mine as well. I had these rose gold glitter thickers. I think they're from Flourish. I'm not quite sure. They kind of look like Amy Tangerine. If somebody knows, let me know. But they're super cute, and there is rose gold foil in this collection, so I figured I might as well try and get them used up. They also look super Hawaii, so that was really exciting, went perfect. But I was just looking at the titles, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna mix and match a few of these fonts. Perfect was on there in this very straight, precise font, and then there's this kind of scripty Getaway, and I really like the way those two things look together. And then I also pulled in one of these little leafy embellishments for that little cluster. And then there were hearts on there as well, which I love. I love when thicker sets have hearts on them, so I sprinkle a few up above the photos as well, just to kind of draw that glitter across the page so it's balanced and it's not just in one little area. And then I go in with my teal Heidi Swap color shine. I thought about the gold, and I thought the gold would clash with the rose gold, but I have this blue in the background that's not really in anywhere else, so I thought I'd kind of bring that into the page by splattering this gold, I almost said gold again, teal Heidi Swap color shine across the page. And then I'm just doing my journaling teeny tiny on that little banner. It reads, I was so excited to get started with day 2. Today is trail ride day in Jurassic Valley, and I could not wait to get started. One of the trip highlights. So that's what I wrote on that little tab in one of my Stampin' Up! Markers. And now I just want to build a little more. It's still looking plain, so I do go into the cut aparts again and pull out a few little embellishing things. This little piece says exhale, hello, love. I really liked it because it had that reddish pink and the greens from the pattern paper, but it also had blue, so it also brought the blue in from the background mat. And then there's this cute little banner that has a lemon on it. Kind of looks like a lime because it's super greeny. I'm assuming it's a lemon. I guess it could be a lime, but I thought that also was nice because it pulled in that squeeze the day somewhere else as well. So I'm just going to label it with day 2 just because this is the first page of day 2 in Hawaii. So that's a nice kind of transition into the trail riding pages that I'm sure you've already seen a lot of. So yes, I'm just trying to embellish a little bit more. I have some enamel shapes, so I'm getting some hearts and some dots on here. This is from the On Trend 2 collection. So I really liked how those were scattered. It brought that pink and green somewhere else as well. And I think I'm almost done. I do go back because I'm looking at it, and I actually think I am done at this point. But then I look at it, I'm like, it's not as layery as Laura's. I love how layery Laura's is. I love all the different like staggered papers behind all the photos. So I go back and add a few more, and I'm much happier after I do this. I bring that green layer up top, I tuck another green layer up under the bottom, and I'm much happier with my layers after I do that. So this was super fun. I cannot wait to see what Rachel does after me tomorrow and follow everyone for the rest of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love this game, and I hope there will be more. So here are the close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.